Compassion naturally creates a positive atmosphere, and as a result, you feel peaceful and content. To be kind, honest and have positive thoughts, to forgive those who harm us and treat everyone as a friend, to help those who are suffering and never to consider ourselves superior to anyone else. Even if this advice seems rather simplistic, make the effort of seeing whether by following it you can find greater happiness. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. I believe the ultimate source of blessings is within us. Sometimes one creates a dynamic impression by saying something, and sometimes one creates as significant of an impression by remaining silent. In the practice of tolerance, one's enemy is the best teacher. Just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. I will not propose to you that my way is best. The decision is up to you. If you find some point which may be suitable to you, then you can carry out experiments for yourself. If you find that it is of no use, then you can discard it. In order to become prosperous, a person must initially work very hard, so he or she has to sacrifice a lot of leisure time. Happiness is not something ready-made, it comes from your own actions. Hard times build determination and inner strength. Through them, we can also come to appreciate the uselessness of anger. Instead of getting angry, nurture a deep caring and respect for troublemakers, because by creating such trying circumstances they provide us with invaluable opportunities to practice tolerance and patience. Love is the absence of judgment. As individuals, we can influence our own families. Our families can influence our communities, and our communities can influence our nations. Only the development of compassion and understanding for others can bring us the tranquility and happiness we all seek. The goal is not to be better than the other man, but your previous self. Friendship depends on trust, not money, not power, not mere education or knowledge. Only if there is trust will there be friendship. Never give up. No matter what is going on. Never give up. What surprises me most is man, because he sacrifices his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health. And then he is so anxious about the future that he doesn't enjoy the present, the result being he doesn't live in the present or the future. He lives as if he's never going to die, and then he dies having never really lived. Our ancient experience confirms at every point that everything is linked together, everything is inseparable. The topic of compassion is not at all religious business. It is important to know it is human business, it is a question of human survival. Share your knowledge. It is a way to achieve immortality. I believe that to meet the challenges of our times, human beings will have to develop a greater sense of universal responsibility. Each of us must learn to work not just for oneself, one's own family, or nation, but for the benefit of all humankind. Universal responsibility is the key to human survival. It is the best foundation for world peace. Optimism doesn't mean that you are blind to the reality of the situation. It means that you remain motivated to seek a solution to whatever problems arise. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. An eye for an eye, we are all blind. The more you are motivated by love, the more fearless and free your actions will be. If we are sincere in taking care of others, if we protect their lives and respect their rights, we'll be able to conduct our lives transparently, and that is the basis of trust, which in turn is the basis of friendship. Anger or hatred is like a fisherman's hook. It is very important for us to ensure that we are not caught by it. Inner peace is the key. If you have inner peace, the external problems do not affect your deep sense of peace and tranquility. Without this inner peace, no matter how comfortable your life is materially, you may still be worried, disturbed, or unhappy because of circumstances. I don't know whether the universe, with its countless galaxies, stars, and planets, has a deeper meaning or not, but at the very least, it is clear that we humans who live on this earth face the task of making a happy life for ourselves. Therefore, it is important to discover what will bring about the greatest degree of happiness. As you breathe in, cherish yourself. As you breathe out, cherish all beings. If someone has a gun and is trying to kill you, it would be reasonable to shoot back with your own gun. Even when we have physical hardships, we can be very happy. Because motivation pervades all action, it is important that we have a positive motivation. Whatever we are involved in, whether it's politics, education, medicine, law, engineering, science, business or industry, the nature of our motivation determines the character of our work. Know the rules well, so you can break them effectively. When you practice gratefulness, there is a sense of respect toward others. A calm mind brings inner strength and self-confidence, so that's very important for good health. I find hope in the darkest days, and focus in the brightest. Action is more important than meditation. Home is where you feel at home and are treated well. Time passes unhindered. When we make mistakes, we cannot turn the clock back and try again. All we can do is use the present well. A truly compassionate attitude toward others does not change even if they behave negatively or hurt you. People take different roads seeking fulfillment and happiness. Just because they're not on your road doesn't mean they've gotten lost. Open your arms to change, but don't let go of your values. Judge your success by what you had to give up in order to get it. To remain indifferent to the challenges we face is indefensible. If the goal is noble, whether or not it is realized within our lifetime is largely irrelevant. What we must do therefore is to strive and persevere and never give up. Compassion is the radicalism of our time. In order to carry out a positive action, we must develop a positive vision. There are two kinds of compassion. The first comes from a natural concern for friends and family who are close to us. This has limited range but can be the seed for something bigger. We can also learn to extend a genuine concern for others' well-being, whoever they are. That is real compassion, and only human beings are capable of developing it. We begin from the recognition that all beings cherish happiness and do not want to suffer. It then becomes both morally wrong and pragmatically unwise to pursue only one's own happiness, oblivious to the feelings and aspirations of all others who surround us as members of the same human family. The wiser course is to think of others when pursuing our own happiness. When we are motivated by compassion and wisdom, the results of our actions benefit everyone, not just our individual selves or some immediate convenience. When we are able to recognize and forgive ignorant actions of the past, we gain strength to constructively solve the problems of the present. Through violence, you may solve one problem, but you sow the seeds for another. Even an animal, if you show genuine affection, gradually trust develops. If you are always showing a bad face and beating, how can you develop friendship? The important thing is that men should have a purpose in life. It should be something useful, something good. My religion is very simple. My religion is kindness. The planet does not need more successful people. The planet desperately needs more peacemakers, healers, restorers, storytellers, and lovers of all kinds. Don't ever mistake my silence for ignorance, my calmness for acceptance, or my kindness for weakness. Compassion and tolerance are not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. Love and compassion are the true religions to me. But to develop this, we do not need to believe in any religion. Someone else's action should not determine your response. Let us try to recognize the precious nature of each day. Once a year, go somewhere you've never been before. Compassion is not religious business, it is human business. It is not luxury, It is essential for our own peace and mental stability. It is essential for human survival. Peace does not mean an absence of conflicts. Differences will always be there. Peace means solving these differences through peaceful means, through dialogue, education, knowledge, and through humane ways. If you have fear of some pain or suffering, you should examine whether there is anything you can do about it. If you can, there is no need to worry about it. If you cannot do anything, then there is also no need to worry. A disciplined mind leads to happiness, and an undisciplined mind leads to suffering. There is only one important point you must keep in your mind and let it be your guide. No matter what people call you, you are just who you are. Keep to this truth. You must ask yourself how you want to live your life. We live and we die. This is the truth that we can only face alone. No one can help us, not even the Buddha. So consider carefully, what prevents you from living the way you want to live your life? Be honest, truthful, and altruistic. If you concern yourself with taking care of others, there'll be no room for lies, bullying, and cheating. If you're truthful, you can live transparently, which will enable you to establish trust, the basis for making friends. An open heart is an open mind. We all have the power of thought, so what are you lacking? If you have willpower, then you can change anything. All major religious traditions carry basically the same message, that is love, compassion, and forgiveness. The important thing is they should be part of our daily lives. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Where ignorance is our master, there is no possibility of real peace. When you realize you've made a mistake, take immediate steps to correct it. Although you may not always be able to avoid difficult situations, you can modify the extent to which you can suffer by how you choose to respond to the situation. I defeat my enemies when I make them my friends. Every day, think as you wake up, today I am fortunate to be alive, I have a precious human life, I am not going to waste it. I am going to use all my energies to develop myself, to expand my heart out to others, to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I am going to have kind thoughts towards others, I am not going to get angry or think badly about others. I am going to benefit others as much as I can. Remember that sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck. Old friends pass away, new friends appear. It is just like the days. An old day passes, a new day arrives. The important thing is to make it meaningful, a meaningful friend, or a meaningful day. World peace must develop from inner peace. Peace is not just the mere absence of violence. Peace is, I think, the manifestation of human compassion. Those who have little interest in spirituality shouldn't think that human inner values don't apply to you. The inner peace of an alert and calm mind are the source of real happiness and good health. Our human intelligence tells us which of our emotions are positive and helpful and which are damaging and to be restrained or avoided. If a problem can be solved, it will be. If it cannot be solved, there is no use worrying about it. The true hero is one who conquers his own anger and hatred. Instead of wondering why this is happening to you, consider why this is happening to you. As people alive today, we must consider future generations. A clean environment is a human right like any other. It is, therefore, part of our responsibility toward others to ensure that the world we pass on is as healthy, if not healthier than we found it. Because we all share this planet Earth, we have to learn to live in harmony and peace with each other and with nature. This is not just a dream, but a necessity. I want to be just a pure spiritual leader. Most people prefer a smile to a frown. It's human nature. Even dogs respond with wagging tails to a smile and other shows of affection. Neither a space station nor an enlightened mind can be realized in a day. Give the ones you love wings to fly, roots to come back, and reasons to stay. I believe the very purpose of our life is to seek happiness. Whether one believes in religion or not, whether one believes in that religion or this religion, we are all seeking something better in life. So, I think, the very motion of our life is towards happiness. It is under the greatest adversity that there exists the greatest potential for doing good, both for oneself and others. The remedy is to look deeper and recognize that we human beings are physically, mentally, and emotionally the same. When we meet real tragedy in life, we can react in two ways, either by losing hope and falling into self-destructive habits, or by using the challenge to find our inner strength. Cultivating a close, warm-hearted feeling for others automatically puts the mind at ease. It helps remove whatever fears or insecurities we may have and gives us the strength to cope with any obstacles we encounter. It is the principal source of success in life. Since we are not solely material creatures, it is a mistake to place all our hopes for happiness on external development alone. The key is to develop inner peace. When we feel love and kindness toward others, it not only makes others feel loved and cared for, but it also helps us to develop inner happiness and peace. Optimism leads to success, pessimism leads to defeat. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. Anger is the ultimate destroyer of your own peace of mind. I believe compassion to be one of the few things we can practice that will bring immediate and long-term happiness to our lives. I'm not talking about the short-term gratification of pleasures like sex, drugs, or gambling, though I'm not knocking them, but something that will bring true and lasting happiness. The kind that sticks. We can live without religion and meditation, but we cannot survive without human affection. Thanks for watching. If you like this videos, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment.